Hello and welcome to the channel. My name's John Coffey and I am the Unpaved Explorer. Today I'm going to show you how I make chicken adobo over white rice, and I'm going to do this using a cast iron Dutch oven and a hobo stove. The ingredients that I will be using to make chicken adobo is soy sauce, distilled white vinegar, and 5 chicken thighs. Now I won't need any salt because of the soy sauce. I will be adding black pepper. But other than that, I also will thin it out with tap water. Normally in chicken adobo, you would use bay leaves and peppercorns, but I really don't like peppercorns. I actually bit into one a while back, and it was really bitter and couldn't get the flavor out of my mouth. And so, as for bay leaves, I don't have any, and so and I usually don't use it anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some tap water and add the distilled vinegar, white vinegar, and I'll let it marinate, and then we'll put it in the Dutch oven. So I have the charcoal chimney loaded full of charcoal and paper, and I already put lighter fluid on there. So I'm going to go ahead and light this paper and try to get the charcoal started so that we can use the charcoal on the cast iron Dutch oven. So it's going to take a few minutes for the charcoal to get ready, and in the meantime I'm going to go ahead and get the Dutch oven ready to bring out. So I have the Dutch oven here, and what I want to do is put a nice coating of oil on the surface of the Dutch oven. And so now this is already seasoned. It came pre-seasoned. I cleaned it up and then I seasoned it. So I'm only using the oil just to give it a little bit more protection and keep the seasoning good. And then it also helps with the cleanup. So all I'm doing is spreading the oil around, making sure that the entire surface is covered with oil on the inside. Okay, that's all I had to do. Coat the inside with oil. Oh, also, I'm just going to coat the top of the lid with oil too. This is just really for help keeping cleanup easier. Okay, so I got the lid oiled up. And I got the inside of the Dutch oven oiled up. Okay, so I have the chicken thighs. It's been marinating for a day and a half in water, soy sauce, and vinegar. And all they are just 5 skin on, bone in chicken thighs. And so what you want to do is, before you put your chicken thighs in your Dutch oven, you want to take some of the liquid, make sure that the liquid covers the bottom. That should do it. Then what you want to do is you want to grab your tongs and my refrigerator is a little cold, so I got the top sort of iced up. So you want to take your thighs, your chicken thighs, and you don't want to crowd it. So you just place it. You want to make sure you're in the fluid, the liquid. I'm just rinsing the tongs off. So once your chicken thighs are in place in the Dutch oven, then you want to fill up with the remainder of your liquid until it comes up to about halfway up the thigh. And then you can just pour out the rest. Now you don't need any salt because you use soy sauce, and so you should have enough liquid in there between the vinegar, the water, the soy sauce, and the liquids of the chicken thighs themselves. And so you want to braise this for about an hour and 20 minutes, depending on how hot and how many coals you use out there. Now, normally chicken adobo, the Filipino chicken adobo, they use bay leaves and peppercorns. I don't like using peppercorns. I've been into a peppercorn and the taste just ruined my mouth for hours. And I never have bay leaves, and to tell you the truth, I can't tell the difference between the flavoring if you use a bay leaf or you don't use a bay leaf. And so the only other ingredient that I use is black pepper. And I just put it on the skin. So let me go ahead and show you what this looks like. Then I'll cover it up. Then we'll take it outside and see if the charcoals are ready. So let me grab the camera and just show you what it looks like when it's in the Dutch oven. So I got 5 chicken thighs and the liquid. So I'm going to go ahead and cover it with the lid. And then we'll take it out back and see if the charcoal's ready, and we'll go ahead and get this Dutch oven going. Okay, the coals are ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a few of the coals out. So there's about 6 or so. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's about 8 coals. And I'm going to take the Dutch oven and I'm going to put the Dutch oven on those 8 coals. Just like that. So you have coals spread out equally at the bottom.
putting a few coals on the top of the Dutch oven. Then I'm going to put just a few around the Dutch oven. And so now I'm going to need some more, so I'm going to go ahead and get a bunch of charcoal started. So you're wondering what this is in my charcoal chimney I keep a steam rack, and the reason why I do that is because it turns the charcoal chimney into a pellet stove. So if you burn wood pellets, you know you need a lot of oxygen to burn wood pellets. So what I did is I got some additional charcoal briquettes. Now that these started, I could take some additional briquettes and place them with the other charcoal, and then they will ignite and burn a little longer. It's like staging it so that you got timed burn. And that should do it. So what we got here is the Dutch oven. We got coals on top, coals underneath, and coals on the side. You just got to make sure those coals are still going, and they're going nice. It's going to take about an hour and 20 minutes. So I'll come back out here for sure at an hour to check it, or maybe even 45 minutes. Make sure the coals are still going and if anything needs to be added. Then that's all you do. So I checked it earlier and it was just about done. I'm going to go ahead and check it again. It looks like we really didn't need the extra coals, but we'll check it to be sure. So you have this handle to check, and you got to be careful lifting the lid up so no ashes get into your food. Oh yeah, it's done. So let's put this to the side and I'll show you what it looks like. So that's what you got there. You got chicken adobo. So I'm going to go ahead and let it cook for another 10 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and get the rice going because I'm having chicken adobo over rice. So since the chicken adobo is about ready, or is ready, I got to get the rice going. So instead of boiling the rice with other fuel, I'm going to go ahead, since these coals are still good, I'm going to pull some of these coals, and I have what there is a Walmart spoon holder for a washing machine, silverware holder. And what you do is you would put the silverware in the holder, and you would put it in your washing machine and wash your silverware. And so I use that as like a hobo stove, and I'll show you what I do. So what you want to do is you want to get your hobo stove on a flat, solid surface, okay? Then you want to take your coals and put your coals inside the silverware holder. Now there's plenty of coals around the Dutch oven. There's plenty of heat around the Dutch oven, and the Dutch oven retains heat very well. You don't have to worry about it getting cold. And so The coals are still burning. And what I got here is some water in my Stanley cook pot. And I'm just going to put it over here. The coals are going to keep burning, and that's going to boil up the water. And so I'm just going to grab these two coals here. Just make sure everything fires up nicely. Now it shouldn't take long for the water to boil and everything, and the chicken adobo is okay in the cast iron Dutch oven. It won't go cold. It's there's coals underneath. It's still boiling, and so then what I'll do is once the water boils, I have instant rice in this coffee cup here, and I'll put that in the boiling water once it boils. So it looks like the water's getting ready to boil in my Stanley cook pot. There's some steam coming up, so I'm gonna check it, and then if the water's boiling, which I think it is, I'm gonna go ahead and put the instant rice in there, stir it up, keep it on the heat for a minute or two, pull it off, and then it's gonna take about 5 minutes. Yeah, the water's boiling. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rice in there. Then you want to stir it around. You want to keep it on there for a little bit of a minute or two. Let the water come back up to a boil, and then we'll be good to go. I'll plate it up. Hopefully we have enough light out here, and so let me just cover a few things here. So in the cast iron Dutch oven, I have chicken adobo, and that's just, you can use any type of chicken thighs, chicken legs, chicken wings, chicken breasts, but chicken wings, chicken thighs, and chicken legs is typically what you would use in chicken adobo. Breasts you really wouldn't use in chicken adobo. It really doesn't have the amount of fat that you want in there, because the fat is flavor. So I cooked the chicken adobo in the Dutch oven, cast iron Dutch oven, and I used charcoal briquettes. Put a couple of charcoal briquettes underneath the pot, a few around the pot, and a few on top of the cast iron Dutch oven. Then on the right is I call it, and it's known as a hobo stove, and what that is it is a silverware holder for commercial dishwashers, or your residential dishwasher, but it's a pretty large container. And I use that with wood burning pellets, charcoal briquettes. I got these things that I make that is like paper balls, because I have a lot of shredded paper. I make round little balls that will burn for a few minutes, just enough to make coffee or what have not if I'm out camping. And so, but I use that every now and then. I really don't take it backpacking, because between the stove, the pellets, and if you need your tent stakes, if you're using a cup. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the rice off. Yeah, so let me put it back on just for a second. Let it come back up to a boil, and then I'll pull it off. Then what's going to happen is the rice will soak up the hot water. And so yeah, so all right. And now you just let the so what I got is rice, and that'll be done in about 5 minutes. Then I'll go ahead and plate it up. I'll keep the charcoal briquettes, keep them burning. Little bit of campfire going here, and hopefully I have enough light. If not, I'll turn some lights on so you can see the chicken adobo over rice, the final dish. So alright, so everything's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and plate up. So what I'll do is I'll put some rice on first, and then I'll put some chicken adobo on top of it. So I boiled the rice in my Stanley cook pot. Now you want to fluff it up. Then next, I'm going to take the lid off. You got to be careful so you don't spill any ashes. And then you want to take some of the juice . Well, my spoon's not big enough. So I'll show you this. So you got chicken adobo over rice, and so let me go get a bigger spoon so I can get some of the juice. So I grabbed a ladle, and I'll be able to ladle on some of the juice. So this is what it looks like. Hopefully I can get a close-up for you. So this is chicken adobo over white rice, and it was cooked in a cast iron Dutch oven, and the rice was cooked using a Walmart silverware dishwasher utensil holder. It's a hobo stove. Well, time to sit down and eat dinner. So I have chicken adobo, 2 chicken thighs, rice, and iced tea. And so we'll try the rice with some of the sauce. A lot of flavor. Now this is skin on, bone in chicken breast, and it just falls off the bone. It's braised. I don't know if you're able to see it. And so oh, really good. Well, I'm going to sit here and finish eating dinner off camera. And so I'll do a complete another video on the hobo stove with the Walmart utensil holder. We call it a hobo stove. And but today I showed you how the Unpaved Explorer makes chicken adobo over white rice in a cast iron skillet, a cast iron Dutch oven, and a hobo stove in the backyard. So, and I'll recap real quick. I marinated the chicken thighs. They're boneless. The bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. I marinated them in soy sauce, white vinegar, and water, and then I put them in the Dutch oven. Put the liquid in the Dutch oven after they marinated for a day and a half. Oiled up the Dutch oven. Put the chicken thighs in there. Filled the Dutch oven with liquid up to about halfway up the thigh, and then put black pepper. Cooked it outside on charcoal briquettes. Put a few charcoal briquettes on the bottom of the ground. Then I put the Dutch oven on top. Put a few briquettes around the Dutch oven and a few briquettes on top of the Dutch oven. And then once the chicken thighs were just about done, I brought out the hobo stove and used the remaining briquettes that weren't burned up on the Dutch oven, and then boiled some water in my Stanley cook pot, and I made instant rice. So I'm having chicken adobo over instant white rice. And so if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, any comments, please place them in the comment section below. As always, all comments, all questions are welcome. Again, my name's John Coffey. I'm the Unpaved Explorer, and I'm out of here. All right, you take care, keep exploring the outdoors, and I'll catch you on the next exploration.